Hello, my name is Flint Barrow, and I have come up with this idea for Homeless Island Agency. Homeless Island Agency is a organization that will take the homeless people off the streets forcibly. That is what needs to be done. We are looking to take these people forcibly because the problem with America right now is the homeless people, the biggest problem with the homeless people right now is that they don't want to get help. They don't want to be sober. The ones who want the help are the ones that can be saved, right? But it's a very, very, very small majority, very small minority, I should say, that they want to come in, they want to get the help. And that's what most organizations around helping the homeless are based on in America right now. And that is not going to work for the people who do not want the help. We, the Homeless Island Agency, is focused on the people who do not want the help. They are the big problem. They are the issue in which we are looking to fix. Homelessness is a huge problem, whether you get it, the trash on the streets or the loitering or the drug problem. The drug problem being the biggest problem we're trying to eliminate, right? We're not trying to hurt these people at all. We're not trying to, put them in our facilities because we want to hurt them. We're trying to see, this is my thing. I want to build facilities around the entire United States. These big old beautiful buildings, these big old beautiful facilities, like gorgeous, almost prisons. Not really prisons, because prisons do not help their people. And that's the biggest problem with prisons, is that they do not help. See, what the thing is we could do, the thing that we could do to help these people actually, because in America we have 100,000 overdose deaths, about 100,000 overdose deaths every single year. And it's only going to rise if we don't do anything about it. So action is what needs to be taken. If we do not take any action, then we are simply letting these people die. And letting them die is a lot worse than getting them off the street and putting them in our facilities in order to forcibly detox them. It may sound bad to some people, but realistically, if we don't do anything about it, they're going to die. And death is a lot worse than any sort of bringing them into a facility and forcing detox upon them. There are obviously some cases where detox needs to be in specific, slow, gradual states. And we can figure it out for our people. I want medical experts on my team. I want them to understand these people. I want people on the ground. I want the Groundworks division of Homeless Island to go out and grab these people and put them in our cars and drive them to our facilities, where they will be put in their specific areas, all of them for different things. We're talking about heroin and meth and PCP and alcoholics, areas and all these different sorts of drugs, and figuring out how to best detox these people. That is simply what it comes down to. The veterans, we have a special and the best way, in my opinion, that I have really found. I've seen a lot of homeless people. I've seen a lot of interviews with homeless people. And they all, it seems to revolve around the government just giving them so much and they don't even want it. They don't even want the help they're getting. The help they're getting is actually hurting them in the long run. And that doesn't make any sense to have something quote unquote called help that is hurting them. The government does not understand currently what the problem is. The problem is giving these people too much. You need to take them to a facility. You need to detox them. You need to train them in whatever job they want. Just ask them what job they want after they're detoxed. They need to have something to live for. They need to have their families respect and love them. Not have them taken away by foreign drugs that have destroyed them, that have destroyed their minds. That is not what it is all about, Drugs are killing our people. At least 100,000 a year from fentanyl overdoses, And that is a big, big problem. With veterans, my key point is the Homeless Island Agency is called the Homeless Island Agency because for the veterans specifically, we're going to put them on remote islands and let them live freely as they please. Now, if you're a homeless veteran, that probably sounds like a pretty sweet deal. That's exactly what they want. They don't want to be in society. They don't want the help that the government is currently giving them. That is not what they want. They want to be free. Give them true freedom and they'll like it. You just, and it'll be a circling, continuous thing that, you check in on the islands to make sure they're still there. Once they finally pass, you can put more people on the island and continue it that way. They want isolation. They want to survive on their own. They want to thrive in that way. And it's no one's right to take that away from them. I feel like it's perfectly reasonable to give them that option. And the government should give them that option. Homeless Island Agency is my idea for a federal government organization. And the federal government could do a great job with Homeless Island if they follow my ideals for it. Now, if they don't follow the ideals for it, there's nothing I can do, if they ruin it, then it's simply, a thing that'll turn into another CIA, FBI, failed organization that started off with good intentions, but slowly fell down the cracks. And we can't allow that to happen. That's why I want, it to be sort of an independent organization, but also we need to realize that federal funding and federalization is the only way we're going to get this really done in the big, long haul, grand scheme of things, So we can't not have it be federalized. We need to find a way to get this federalized. I'm trying to figure out ways to push my message out there, to get funding and to get people behind this idea, because it is a pretty self-explanatory idea. When it comes down to it, all the homeless people need, all the drug addicts need, is to get off of their drugs. And forcing them to get off of them is the only way you're going to save, I'd say, a good majority of these people. That's the only way you're going to get them off. Otherwise, they want to live how they live. It takes a certain amount of pressure from the inside to get off those drugs. But it also wouldn't, it would help to, have a government organization go out there and force these people to get off their drugs because they don't want to. And you know what? We're tired of that. The civilians, the American civilian is tired of having these homeless people out there. If you see it in New York, these people are attacking other people. All these Asian hate crimes are perpetrated by people who are on drugs, who are crazy out of their minds, who are better off somewhere else in a facility that has locked them up until they are clean, until they want a job, until they want to thrive, until they want to prosper. Then they're not going to get out of there. That is simple. Simply put. Really, it really is. It's that simple. That easy to figure out. It is a non-for-profit organization. I could start it like that, with a little bit of support from everyone else. But, I see it needing to be federalized. It's just as simple as that. They have the right to be free, They have the right to be off of drugs. We need the legal right to go out there and get them. We need the legal right to go out there and tell them, and not tell them. Just go out there and get them, bring them to our facilities, explain what it is, explain how it works, and let them, rage out in our cells for a few days while their drugs wear off. And after the drugs wear off, we can talk. We can have the discussion on what you want to do with your life. And, these people, I feel like it would be a great savior, a great saving of these people. A great period in history. Homeless Island Agency is really something that could be a beautiful thing for this country. An amazing part of our history. Every man, woman, and child can do their part for Homeless Island. If it was federalized, then you have people not wanting to join the military right now because it's soft. And you have the people who don't want to join the police, or want to join. They want to join. That's the thing. They want to join the military. They want to join the police. The military is soft, and the police cannot do their job to the fullest extent. Homeless Island Agency, HIA, is what can fix the problem with this. The police can't arrest the people they want. Even if they do arrest the people they want, they're back out on the street. Homeless Island takes those people and fixes them. The military, anyone who wants to join the military understands right now that it is not the best time to join the military. No one wants a World War III, There are people who want a World War III, but they just, they don't understand what it is to save a life. Saving lives it's just much better to save lives than it is to destroy everyone in a system that is made to do that, destroy. We're not out to destroy. We're out to fix the problem of homelessness and overdose deaths. Drug addiction can be stomped out by forcibly getting these people into our facilities. It may sound harsh, but realistically, if we don't do it, they die. So what is worse, death or a little bit of restricted freedom for a time being until they can find jobs, until they can find a way to make their families proud? It pretty much comes down to that, There's not really that much to talk about, because it's, like I said, simple as it goes. Veterans need their space and time, and we just need the legal right to do it. So we need to go out into town halls and all of these different government organizations that try to govern. They are doing it poorly. We need to get our way. We need to get a way to change the laws at B using Marchman Act sort of laws to take these people to forced rehabilitation centers. We need to basically strengthen the Marchman law so that we can just take these people and do what we want, And we want to get them off drugs. We want to make them productive members of society. And we can't do that without legal right. So we need the legal right. I want to change the law in this country to do that sort of thing. We need facilities that are huge. Federalization is the only way we get this done in mass scale. And I believe it can be done. I believe it really can be done. I am the inventor of Homeless Island, and I am the founder of Homeless Island. And that's all I want. I don't want any money from this. I don't want any, I do want a little bit of fame from this because it is a simple idea. a simple idea. I want to be the face of it. I want to be the face of Homeless Island. I want everyone to know that this was a simple thing and that I did it. Simple. It's really as simple as that. Federalization of a homeless task force that goes out there and cleans up the streets. We got organized group relocation efforts, which is taking big old swabs of these homeless camps and getting a big old dumpster out there, big old dumpsters, and just throwing all the tents away, throwing all the garbage away, getting that shipped out to a landfill or what have you. And getting the streets cleaned up and getting the people who were there sent to Homeless Island rehabilitated and let back into society once they have their career set up, once they have their jobs lined up. Drug addiction is what's killing this country, and Homeless Island is what's going to kill the drug addiction. We need to do it, and if we don't do it, then this country is already screwed. It's going to keep going down the drain if we do not find a way to properly dispose of the drug problem. That is what Homeless Island is about. So, if this sounds like a good idea to you, really, we need to find a way to conglomerate, to come together, to figure out a way to make the Homeless Island Agency boom, to make it federalized. That's all I want for it. That's all I want for it. Even if someone else runs my organization, I just want it to work. I want it to go everywhere. I want it to start up in little factions, right? All over the country. It could work all over the country, if I start my own branch here in California, and then that works perfectly. I want them all over, every city, every town, every state. Absolutely. That's where federalization comes in, to have it all over the country. To solve this problem. It's a pretty simple problem. We need guys who want to join the military, who want to join the police, to join Homeless Island, to clean up the streets and simplify our problem. Which drug overdose is gone if there aren't any drug overdoses, right? Simple. And there's no homelessness if the homeless are gone. If they aren't homeless anymore, if they're productive, then that's pretty much it, And for all the bums, quote unquote bums, that may sound like a bad word, but it's not. This is what these people do. Homeless who are homeless by choice are going to soon realize that that's not a good option for them, because they'll get picked up by our organization too. And they're going to have, their ways changed. Because being a bum by choice is not a useful life choice. It's not a useful life path. It's not a skill set that we need. No one needs bums, No one needs people who aren't going to contribute anything to their society. I want liberals, I want Republicans, I want conservatives, I want independents, I want powerhouses of industry to understand my organization, to support my organization, to love the idea of Homeless Island Agency. Simple as that. And with the fighting power of the people, overdose deaths gone. We can save at least 100,000 people a year. Doesn't that seem like a pretty good cause? Like a pretty good idea? Like a pretty selfless thing to do? These people crave the idea of saving, of stopping something bad, of being a part of their community, of really doing something. Well, Homeless Island is doing something. It is the thing that can solve this problem for so many people who want to do something with their lives, but haven't figured out what yet. I am Flint Barrow. Homeless Island Agency is my brainchild, and I believe we can bring it to life with funding from amazing people and the minds of many more to make it an even stronger organization, who employ medical staff, who employ groundworks officers, who go out and get these homeless people and clean up their mess. I believe it can do a lot for employment. I believe it can do a lot for the economy. And I believe it can do a lot for the people in general. And I believe it can do a lot for helping our own industry in America being more free from foreign forces. And that's simply it. HIA, live and liberate. We are the mothers of the motherless and the fathers of the fatherless. That is